The only Dawson refuses to be categorized the podcast, where she makes up her own incredible intros and outros. You are welcome. Gosh, so fucking lucky. The things I do for you, Dals. Right, today I want to talk about 35 things to do when business is slow. Slow patches in business happen to everyone. And it also happens during, little things like pandemics or global recessions, all that kind of yarn. So let's have a think about the things that you can do and harness this time when business is a little bit slower and actually set yourself up for even more business growth and to really put your business in an even better place. So first thing, consider creating a new service or product or course or training or coaching program, whatever it is that you do. Think about ways that you can build that. You can also create or grow your mailing list and really putting the time in now to think about that thoughtfully and execute it. You can create an opt-in or a lead magnet, and that's something that you give away in exchange for people's email addresses. You can do pro bono work, look at ways that you can support charities and organizations to help them further their case. It gives you a chance to not only get your name out there, but practice new skills and get that delightful fucking feeling of doing something great for the planet. 5, read a business or a marketing book. It's time to up-level your knowledge. It's time to take a course. It's time to start going to the business and marketing gym and build your muscles up in that arena. Number 6, write a book, because that will help you, 1, feel completely creatively fulfilled. 2, it's an extra source of income. And 3, it helps to set you up as an expert in your industry. Number 7, go to a networking event. This might be a little bit more difficult during pandemic times, but this is where online networking really comes in handy. And to be honest, it's really the only kind of networking I've ever done. So making sure that you connect with your business friends, having regular Zoom calls, seeing how you can help them, jumping in groups where your target market is hanging out and helping them, just helping them, not trying to promote yourself, but help them. And I promise it actually does make big results for you. You know what? Like, I have clients from a message board that I was in like 18 years ago now. And they have been my first clients and they continue to be clients for me. And I'm so grateful. I have clients from a Facebook group. No, it was just a PHP BB forum back in 2008, I think it was. Again, it was a forum that I just went in and I helped and I hung out and I shared my story and made friends with so many people. I made a business partner from one of them. I found staff through there and so many clients. Honestly, online networking can work amazingly well. Number 8, host a webinar. Number 9, host a giveaway. You could have a sale, or you could have an extended payment plan, or you could have something where you're not discounting, but you're giving something a bonus on top of buying something. Send thank you letters to some of your favorite clients, the ones that have paid you the most amount of money in the last 12 months. I just sent out, I think it was close to 100 postcards, and I've just ordered a stack more to send out to people in my Get Shit Done club as well. And just those personal touches that can really create so much loyalty with people. I'm not doing it to sell anything. I'm just doing it to say thank you, to build that beautiful connection and relationship. 10, if you haven't already, make sure you take out your My Shining Year Goals workbooks and fill them out, or check in with your goals that you've already written in for this year and create a plan for you to actually accomplish them. Number 11, ride your wild donkey. What do I mean by riding your wild donkey? Well, imagine any creative idea or project that you have. It's like a wild donkey that has come into your paddock, and your only job to do is ride it and write it as fast as you can so that you can release it back into the wild. The same when a creative idea or a project comes to me, what I like to do is get it done ASAP and get it off my plate, and then that creative donkey gets get released into that world. I get all the beautiful feelings of like, yay, fulfillment, I just finished something. And I also win because I usually make money from it. So, hooray, hooray. Get into the habit of having short, sharp deadlines with your projects. Don't say, I'm going to take 3 years to write a book. Like, fuck that. Get it done in a month. And even if you don't like get all the way there, you're going to get so much further there than if you like spend a billion years on it. Number 14, ask for referrals. So, all of your current customers, your family, your friends, drop them a line and say, hey, if you know of anyone who needs my services, please let them know about me. I would so appreciate it. As a small business, I really rely on people on word of mouth to help find new customers. So if you can think of like 3 people today that would benefit from my work, please share it with them today. I'd so appreciate it. You can also give incentives for referrals as well by saying like, oh, if you refer a new client to me, then you get a $20 off voucher. Or so for example, with my courses, I have an affiliate program. So people share a link to my courses. If they've enjoyed them, found them useful, they share it with their fans or their clients or just family and friends they think would find useful. And then they get 50% thank you money of the enrollment. Just for referring them to me. So grateful. It doesn't have to be an affiliate program like that, but it can be like even just as simple as little bonuses, and tell them about it. 16, collect testimonials. Testimonials, testimonials, testimonials. When is too much testimonials, Leonie? Never is too much. Make sure that you're asking people systematically and periodically and regularly if you can share about their results or their words with your extended client base. So, for example, if someone shares a really nice comment or review on a website, ask, you want to screenshot that and make sure you reshare that on your social media. You want to ask customers to do that. Like, hey, it would be so helpful for me if you could share a review on TripAdvisor or whatever is kind of like the standard for your local service if you're a local service. Otherwise, you want to get them to fill out forms on your website so that you can collect those testimonials themselves, and even just emailing them and saying, hey, can I get a testimonial? Or if I said this, knowing the results that you've got, are you comfortable with that? I've definitely done that in the past when someone's like, I'm not sure, like I want to give you a testimony, but I don't know what to say. I'm like, well, I know that you're experiencing this pain and doing this course helped you to do blah. Are you comfortable with that wording? And they were like, yeah, if you could just change this to this, then I would be super happy. And I'm like, great, that's amazing. So think about ways you can collect testimonials like that. Number 17, practice daily gratitude. So think as you're going to sleep each night, instead of going, oh my God, like all this is going wrong, because we totally think about all the things that are going wrong. Instead, just thinking about all the things that are going well and are going right, because it really helps to train your brain to see the positive and to see the possibilities and the opportunities for you. Number 18, if you haven't already, go to leoniedawson.com/free and find my 100 plus ways to market your business guide. It's totally free. It's my gift to you. And that'll give you a really good list of things for you to work through while your business is slow. Number 19, declutter. And when I say declutter, I want to make sure that you think about decluttering mindfully, because I really don't like things just going to landfill. So, for example, I've had some shelves that I've used in my office for me and my husband. It was one of the first things we bought, so it must have been 18 years ago or so. And I've realized now I don't need shelves. I actually need cupboards for a lot of my stuff because I'm getting a lot of journals and a lot of supplies, and they're starting to fall out, and I've got camera equipment and it needs to be locked away so dust doesn't go into it. Um, I've already lined up like a friend who's moving out and needs furniture, and I'm like, great, this is amazing. You get to have my stuff and I get to upgrade. So I just want you to think about like what is that you're preventing stuff from going into landfill. Um, I also just got myself a larger like rotating composter as well, which means that with all of my paper stuff, when I need to recycle that, I can actually compost it now, which makes me very excited. So decluttering is really good, and making sure that you've got things set up and you're not overtaken with shit, especially like papers that you like reminds you of like a fucking terrible time or whatever. Wherever you can sort things and declutter, um, that really kind of helps to free up the mind quite a lot. Number 20, catch up on admin. We all have things that we're supposed to do in our businesses, and we think, I'll get to that when I'm not so busy. Spoiler alert, you're not so busy, so now's the time to catch up on your admin. Yay! All right, number 21, batch create your content. I want you to think about creating content for your newsletters, for your social media, for everything that you're going to share, whether you've got workshops coming up or webinars. Think about batch creating that for the next 6 months or 12 months. Set yourself as a challenge and see how far you can get. Number 22, review your expenses. Make sure that there's no subscriptions that you need, that you're like, there's subscriptions that you're not using anymore. And also have a look at the package rate that you're on as well, because usually there's tiers to software subscriptions and stuff like that. And I often find like I upgrade to one thinking I need it, and then I might not need it later. And so usually you can downgrade your account to a cheaper one if you are needing to reduce some expenses. Number 23, refresh your website. I can't count the amount of times when I've gone to, like, I ask a small business owner what their website address is, and they either say to me, oh, it's not up yet, or it's up, but it's not done. And I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, why are you stopping me from learning about how to give you money? Sweet Jesus. Now's the time to do that. Number 24, start a podcast, because you have so much to share. You have so many gifts inside you. And the beauty of pressing publish every single day is that you get to get in the habit of turning up and using your voice. And you also get to see what resonates with your audience as well and what they're looking for. Number 25, da, 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 catch up with friends. Get a life, catch up with friends. I know that as business people, often we don't prioritize our life as much as we should, but it's time to get a life. And I know that like we're in pandemic times currently, so catching up with friends looks like sending care packages in the mail. It looks like Zoom catch ups while we eat dinner at our own homes together, or having an, oh my God, a phone call conversation. Use that time to reinvest back into your relationships again. Number 26, create a joint venture. You might be thinking, what the fuck is a joint venture, Leonie? Well, let me tell you. So a joint venture is when you partner with somebody who has the same target market as you, but is not necessarily a direct competitor. So, for example, if your target market is somebody who's really into bike riding, there might be somebody who manufactures bikes and then somebody who services bikes, and they could do some kind of joint venture together. Now, joint ventures can take all kinds of forms. One, you could create an e-course or a webinar or a training program together. You could partner up so you introduce each other to your audiences. You could offer like discounts together. If you buy this bike, then you also get X amount of free services or whatever. So there's lots of ways that you can work out a joint venture. It's basically partnering with another business to create, like, to kind of infiltrate their list and for them to infiltrate your list and to kind of cross-seminate your audiences together. Number 27, self-care, self-care, self-care. I know that we don't always take care of ourselves beautifully, and we think, I'll get to that one day. Today is the day. You have some time. It's time for you to invest in extreme self-care. Number 28, create a new income stream. What have you always wanted to do with your business, whether it's a more passive income or more active, and create it now. Number 29, listen to audiobooks, upgrade your knowledge, upgrade your information. I always see myself as an eternal student. I remember somebody said to me like a couple of weeks ago, they said, what is like the big thing that you learned in order to create success? And I thought, there's not one teacher or one course that has made it for me. Instead, it's the principle that I try and spend at least 20% of my time in education, in learning new things about business and marketing. And even if you can't think about doing 20%, what about 10%? What about 1 hour a week? Because that's the hour that is going to absolutely fucking pay off for you. Number 30, think about how you can help your current customers on an even deeper level. What are they always asking you for? What ways could you serve them on an even deeper level to get them even bigger results? Number 31, mastermind. Join together with other business owners in similar audiences or non-similar audiences. Just an entrepreneur is fucking great. And work out how to help each other. Brainstorm how you can solve different problems for each other, and really just get together and share about the challenges and the blessings that you're going through, the lessons learned, the things that have worked really well for you lately. And honestly, masterminding has been one of the biggest ways that I have learned business and marketing. It's been so hugely helpful. Number 32, a task that we all hate, bookkeeping and taxes. Make sure that you've got all of your ducks in a row and get your files sorted. Make sure you've submitted your tax returns and all the things that need to happen, and you will feel completely amazing for doing it. Number 33, record 10 videos to use on your website and on your social media, answering the top questions that your customers ask you constantly. Number 34, think about doing a blog or a podcast tour where you get interviewed by other people. Hooray! And number 35, this is your time. Create an e-course. Create an e-course. Create a goddamn e-course. I don't understand why people don't create e-course, truth be told. It can be so beneficial for so many reasons. Let me list the ways. 1, it's a way for you to help even more people than you're currently able to service. 2, it means that you no longer have to work directly one-to-one with people, and instead you can teach 100 people or 1,000 people at the same amount of time, which means 3, you can earn so much more money using an e-course. Some people say to me, oh, but instead I'll just write a book. Well, no, unless you're using the ebook to build your expert status, you could convert the same content from an ebook and turn it into an e-course instead and charge 10 times, 100 times the price of an ebook for an e-course, because it leads people through a journey and help them create those same changes in their life. So if you want to know how to build and sell an e-course, make sure you check out 40 Days to Create and Sell Your E-Course, which is on my website, which is starting very soon. I also have, for those who want to write a book and get that passive income plus the expert status, make sure you check out 40 Days to Finish Your Book, which is at leoniedawson.com/40-days. And if you want to learn more about reducing your expenses and becoming more financially abundant and just better with fucking money and taking care of your money. Make sure you go to leoniedawson.com/money to check out Leonie Dawson's Money Manifesting and Multiple Streams of Income course. I think that's all. Anyway, even when things are slow, this is an amazing opportunity for you to create the foundations for your next big business idea, your next stage in business growth, and your next stream of business income. You've got this. I'm sending you so much love, and I just want to cheerlead the absolute fuck out of you. You've got this. You've got this. You've got this. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, da.